All right, guys, let's talk about the lesson from The Incredibles from 2004 right now. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, getting you on the grind and improving your mind in every single video that we do. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get into today's lesson. So in The Incredibles from 2004. So in the intro of the movie, the heroes are being their heroes back in their glory days, right? Because everybody has their glory days. And they were being superheroes and all that. And then the main character, Mr. Incredible, gets married to
Elastigirl.
and then they basically settle down, have kids.
There was also a law passed that pretty much banned supers from being able to save people. The guy killed himself, which is dark for a Pixar movie, to be fair, but yeah, it happened.
Yeah, so the guy tried to kill himself, and then Mr. Incredible saved him, and the guy sued Mr. Incredible for not allowing him to kill himself, which is crazy. So the superheroes get banned. People, governments love banning things. We know that now. Basically, after that happens, Mr. Incredible gets a desk job, and he becomes a normal guy. A normal guy.
A normie.
And that can be very relatable to the average guy because a lot of people have what they call their glory days. Like, let's say you were on the high school football team and you were doing your thing and you were playing games and you were winning for the school. And then something happened. You graduated. You went to some college. You got in a lot of debt, and then you had to get into this dumb job to repay the debt. You had to go into this office job, or maybe construction, something you just didn't really feel like you wanted to do, but you did it anyway. And then you're kind of stuck. So that's kind of what is going on here. But something happens in The Incredibles. Obviously, Syndrome, the villain, has his hench girl to basically play him into getting back into the game and trying to, solve the robot problem that he had on the island, which was to trap him to kill him, just like the other superheroes. What happens is when in the clip that we're playing for you here on out throughout the video, when Mr. Incredible gets the message on the electronic device, that is which is, I'm pretty sure this movie takes place in the 60s, so that must be some very interesting technology. And when he gets this message, the woman is basically just like, you really want to keep doing what you're doing and being normal and hating on yourself? Because in the movie Mr. Incredible, it shows that he got fat, which most people do when they hate themselves, and they're not living up to their true potential, and they're not doing the things that they could be doing, which is a lot of you guys out there, because a lot of you guys have hopes and dreams and you have ideas, but you never actually get around to doing them because you get comfortable in certain situations. Either you get addicted to technology, you get very comfortable and you think it's just good enough, and you basically get average. You become just a regular person, pay your taxes, and then you die. Or you get cheated on by your wife and then you die. So in order to escape from that, you need to always be leveling up at all times. The journey actually never ends.
In the movie, when he gets this message, he hears what she's saying. He kind of sits back in his chair and he looks up. And when he looks up, he's looking at memorabilia of him saving people and all these other things. And he's like, wow, it pretty much is showing his glory days right on the wall. In his head, he's like, I can do that again. I can be Mr. Incredible again. I have the ability. I just have to do something, and I have to actually show that I can be who I was. And so if you in your life have been something that was great and you enjoyed it, and now you feel like you are in a situation like Andrew was saying that you're stuck, either you want to go back to doing the things that you were doing, or having to wish that you could just go backwards in time is not a good thing. You want to progress forward, but you want to take maybe those things that were good and try to bring them with you into the future. And so that's what I'm trying to say here is take the things that you like to do that you were really good at and apply them to your life now, and just try to improve upon yourself and improve upon the things that you were good at doing into your future.
Yeah.
Like for example, here's a weird funny example. So Andrew and I were really good at playing zombies, Call of Duty Zombies.
Still are.
Back in the day.
Still are.
And
Back in the day. Still are.
Well, back in the day, we were really, really, really good.
Still are really, really, really good.
I don't care what Mike says.
Okay. Well, I'm getting there. So it had been like a long time since we actually had played together, and especially now that so much time has passed and so many different types of consoles have come out, that since we had played those original games, we had sat down not long ago and tried playing again, and it was really funny trying to get back into the groove of how we used to play. We're still good at what we do,
but we're not exactly,
but we're not at the peak level that we used to be in our glory days. And so if we wanted to focus on doing that stuff and try to be super good, right, that what we would have to do is to maintain focus on the goal that we have in mind with that, work on it, and then progress it into the future. So that is an example of what you guys can be doing with something that is in your life that you like to do, that you used to do, and you want to continue doing it now in the future.
Strong focus on what I want.
Yeah, guys. So in the movie, Mr. Incredible gets this message, and finally something clicks. He realizes this is my time. Now I can stop being a loser, and now I can get back to being an actual hero. I can get back to living my dream again. I can be back to being Mr. Incredible again. That can be related to all of you guys out there, because a lot of you guys are getting stagnant and you get very comfortable in your life. Some of you guys need a trigger, you need a trauma, you need something to happen in your life where you say, you know what? I don't want to be this boring average guy anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore. I don't want to get home after work, chug Cheetos, watch some dumb Netflix show, and hate myself. I actually want to go out. I want to make something of myself. I want to create a brand. I want to become stronger. I want to hit the gym. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to go out. I'm going to make some new friends. I'm going to get a hobby. I'm going to go volunteer. I'm going to go do something in the real world that gets me away from this sad life. So in the movie, when Mr. Incredible gets this message, the message is that he gets to become a hero again. He gets to become super again. And when that happens, he gets revitalized. There is the scene in which he's looking on the wall and he realizes that his time has come. Of course, then the time bomb comes, the time bomb, hits the thing or whatever. But besides the point, he realizes this is my time. So he goes back out. He becomes Mr. Incredible. He gets into shape. He literally gets back into shape. And we had the montage and all that. And when that happens, he goes on the mission to defeat the robot. And at first, when he's fighting the robot, it's a little bit hard for him because he's been out of whack for a long time. He's like, oh, my back. And he's actually in trouble. But at the end of the fight, he realizes that he still has the superhuman capability, and he's able to defeat the robot by having it punch itself. And he's able to go back to being himself. Of course, then Syndrome comes in, and you guys should know how the movie goes by now. But it's that revitalization of Mr. Incredible's persona that gets him back. It's the realization that now he has his purpose again. Now, a lot of you are not going to get handed an electronic device that says we need help on an island and you need to come save the island and defeat this robot. Many of you are not going to have that experience happen to you. But what you can happen to you is that you can find something that you've secretly been wanting to do in your head, but you've never had the ambition to go out and get it. Now is your time. After watching this video, you can actually get back into the gym. You realize that it's not too late. You can get healthy again. You can go out. You can accomplish things that you wanted to do previously, but you got comfortable. You got lazy. Now can be your time. Waste no more time, because it's never too late, no matter what age you are, because a lot of people think that just because you're older, like Mr. Incredible was, you think that it's too late. Well, that's not true. Now, from an aging perspective, for some things, maybe you can't do what you used to do, but you can make the best out of whatever situation you have. Even if you only have one leg, you can hop to the finish line. There is a way to do it, and there is a way that you can get back and actually continue living the dream that you wanted to do. So the message from today is to always, find what can revitalize you, get you back on the grind, literally, and create something of yourself. Because remember, it's never too late. The main message from The Incredibles is that it's not too late to get back at it and do what you love. It's not too late to find a new hobby and actually create a new sense of purpose again. It's never too late. So keep that in mind when you guys are living your real life, and make sure you hit the like button on the video and leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think about the lesson of The Incredibles, and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. And you can donate to the Cash App if you want to support the channel, link in the description below. And with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.